So hi guys, today I wanted to talk about a more subtle aspect of the Warframe lore, and that is the theme of distorted or confused memories that seem to exist between Tenno and their Warframes, and a couple of other characters. This subject is most explicitly dealt with in the Sacrifice quest, but we do have instances where the past and memories are distorted before this. Identity is such a central theme to the Tenno, especially when we discover the Reservoir in our true forms, and it is this dual identity that often leads to a sometimes muddled past. I will start this analysis with a quote from Cephalon Ordis, who says this when we begin delving into Umbra's memories.
Operator, you need to stop this. You could suffer permanent harm from Umbra's memory. What if you internalize all this?
This shows us that there can exist a back and forth or a sharing of memories between operators and their Warframes, leading to a shared or confused identity for some. Listen to this dialogue that I recorded. The man in the wall, who knows our minds, appears after the Sacrifice quest, and this bizarre conversation takes place.
Feeling better, kiddo? I killed him. Isaah. Did you now? Is that how you remember it? Yes. Good.
This strange confusion seems to take a hold of our Tenno, where they believe that they are the ones who had a son, and it was they who killed them. Why do we internalize these memories, as Ordis had warned? Let's have a look at the relationship between the memories and the Tenno. Before the second Dream quest came out, we weren't really sure what we are, and in fact, we thought we were our Warframes. This identity crisis came to a point when Hunhow enlists the help of the Stalker to destroy the source of the Tenno. This forces the Lotus's hand in revealing the Tenno's true identity, and so we race the Stalker to the Reservoir, and the truth is revealed to us and the Warframe-like Stalker. Now, the Stalker is an entity who is driven by a single burning memory. This memory is so powerful that it now actually defines him in everything that he does. Yet aside from this, seems to show a level of confusion as to what or who he actually is. As we reach the Reservoir and our operator falls out, the screen grows static and our Warframe becomes immobile. As we struggle to come to terms with this new reality, the Stalker appears to confront us. However, instead of striking us down in our weakened state, he seems to hesitate. When we are figuring out who we are by looking at our hands and our movements, the Stalker seems to mimic this, looking at his hands as well. Some earlier dialogue between ourselves and the Lotus can help shine some light on this. In the course of the mission, she says this: "Within the moon lies the Reservoir, the secret to your Tenno power. But this secret is dangerous. It drove the Stalker to madness. Forgive my deception. I was only trying to protect you from the same fate. Now it is time to protect yourself by ensuring the moon remains within the safety of the void." So this secret, the secret that the Warframes have a separate self, is the issue that we are struggling with. The truth, according to the Lotus, is what has actually driven the Stalker to madness, and we do see this confusion in him as to what he actually is, as also in his initial refusal to strike us down. This truth is difficult for the Stalker because he finds it difficult to reconcile with the single memory that drives him. His memory can be read from his entry, which states this: "I remember what you did. I remember the day. The Tenno appeared at the terminus, gleaming and victorious. I watched from a distance with the rest of the Low Guardians. With each beat, terror began to crush my throat. The Tenno were not stoic and silent. They were waiting. They were poised. When the 9th beat rang, a torrent of blood filled the stadium. Loosed by Tenno blades, the drums, the Empire, fell silent forever." If we take this memory alone as the past of the Stalker, we see that he is just a survivor of a massacre, a Low Guardian, a soldier, that would separate him from any guilt of involvement, as well as from the Tenno, and this is the memory that drives him in his vengeful quest against the Tenno. However, the second dream shows that this might not be an entirely true memory. I'm not saying that he was not just a simple soldier, but this might not be an entirely accurate memory. This video is not strictly about the Stalker, so I won't sideline the initial discussion by laying on my theory on who he actually is. But consider this. The split nature of the Tenno and their Warframes has led to the Stalker questioning whether he was a simple soldier who is guiltless of the crimes he prosecutes. Hunhouse states that killing the Tenno is the only way to end his despair, the despair of who he is and what role he played in the past. His memories are confused and blurred. As a result, he is a very tortured and twisted soul who clings onto this one memory to drive him forward. You still hate them. You still hate yourself, states Hunhouse at the quest's climax. Take what you will from it. For us, we are initially confused as we talk to the Lotus, but we do remember the real past, and we are initially able to separate our two identities when we talk about what happened to us with our parents and how we became to be the Tenno. We further cement this secure identity in the war within, when we confront our past and the killing of our parents. We are the operator, and the Warframes are our surrogate bodies. That is, until the sacrifice quest, where again this distinction becomes a bit muddled. In this quest, we meet a Warframe who seemingly has an active personality and past that isn't driven by a Tenno operator. This quest tells us that the Warframes were once humans, this has already been suspected up to this point, who had been subjected to the infection by Ballas, who headed up the Warframe project in the Orokin Empire. The fact that they were once humans makes a lot of sense, as it explains why each Warframe seems to have an individual personality, as evidenced by Mirage's playful style in the old war memories that the Lotus experiences in the Hidden Messages quest, as well as the humour that Limbo seems to have during the Limbo Theorem. That being said, most Warframes have their personality, but they have their memories and sentience obliterated, either by the process of becoming a Warframe, or by their minds being dominated by us. And then we give life to their personality when we puppeteer them. However, Umbra is unique in that Ballas wants him to retain his memories of him killing his son as some cruel punishment. As a result, Umbra retains some of the past, some of his mind, meaning when we become one with him, we too experience his memories. Our operator even says this of the final painful memory: we will face this memory together. Indeed, this seems to become a shared memory. It isn't in the operator's true past, but we seem to internalize it, as Ordis warned, and it becomes one of our own memories nonetheless, artificially. We can see this process starts early on in the quest, when we begin transferring into Umbra's memories. Given the operator starts confusing the memory with the present, he says Ordis he's going to kill him, to which Ordis asks, are these not memories? Which points out our confusion as to what is actually happening and what we are experiencing. The reset version of Ordis tells us that there is a memory flow running from Umbra to operator, and I'll show you that clip.
Somehow you are inverting the flow, not from Tenno to Warframe, but Warframe to Tenno. There may be residual effects. Return to the show.
Therefore, instead of what usually happens in transference, where we impose our mind on the Warframe, part of Umbra's memory flows back into us, part of his sentience and his will. The result is the first clip I showed, where the man on the wall seems to be enjoying our confusion and cements this incorrect belief and memory that we killed Isaah, that Isaah was our son, not Umbra, separate from us, but us as the operator. We have made this one of our own memories and forgotten that it is separate from ourselves. The man on the wall seems pleased by this confusion. This whole conversation is extremely strange, and it seems to point some further issues that this identity will cause down the line, given we are talking to this entity conversationally like he's a friend or a father. So thanks for that, guys. Hope you enjoyed that video. A little bit more of a kind of abstract subject, but I wanted to talk about it because it's something that that really interests me and something that really grasped me when I played the Sacrifice quest. Please like if you like this, and subscribe for more content. Thank you.